Dragon 2020 here, and today we're going to talk about power, but it's going to be part 3. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I pretty much had to redo this entire video. I had a chart, which I'm still going to show you guys because I worked hard on it. It looks very similar to the one that I showed in my Speed of Characters Engagement Pack Part 2. I had some lore, which I'm still going to tell you. It just, the video was going to be another long one, probably 20 minutes. But then I decided to go back and do some more research before really finishing the video, finalizing the video. And I found some things that make the chart pretty much useless. But again, I'm still going to show it to you after I tell you the feats. So here's what this video is going to be mostly focusing on. The whale. So let's talk about the whale first. Nervalet fought the whale. The Traveler fought the whale. Tartak fought the whale. Skirk is capable of fighting the whale. Her master is capable of fighting the whale. All of them scale to the whale. So I went back to the wiki to see if I could find some more info or some more descriptive things that I can bring to this video. And I strolled all the way to the very bottom and I looked at the translations for different languages. So the English translation is All Devouring Whale. So is the Russian translation. Guess what the Chinese translation is? Both simplified and traditional. Star Devouring Whale. How about the Korean translation? Whale that devoured a star. Japanese. Star swallowing whale. Stellavorous narwhal. Which vorous means feeding on something considered food. And the example is carnivorous. So in almost all of the other translations, besides English, Russian, and Italian, all other translations, including the Chinese one, which is the most credible considering the game was made in China, it is depicted to be capable of eating stars. So that means the whale is star level, and anyone that's capable of beating the whale is star level. And for those who said, well, maybe it's not literally, in Korean it literally says whale that swallowed a star. So not only is it documented to have eaten planets, it's also documented to have eaten stars. The rest of this video is going to be based on this feat, or this description of the whale, and you will see why it's important later on. Alright, before we continue on, I would like to go into a brief explanation on destructive power versus AP or attack potency. So destructive power is very simple. If we have an island and we have a nuke, and that nuke is capable of destroying the island, then we could just say that the nuke is island level based on the fact that it destroyed an island. But where AP comes in is where we start putting in stuff like lore. If that island is 10 times more durable than a normal island, and that nuke is capable of nuking that island and destroying that island, then that means that nuke is 10 times island level, even though the explosion itself is as big as the island. There's another scenario that we need to talk about, and that is surface area and range. If an explosion has enough energy to destroy an entire island, yet it doesn't, that's because the radius or the range of the attack isn't large enough to encompass the entire island. It's only contained to that one spot. This is something that is explored in Dragon Ball Super, where Beerus and Goku, they were charging at each other. Each time they were going to punch each other, it risked destroying the universe. Eventually Goku found a way to cancel out that energy and only contain it to each other. This is a perfect example of AP. So if we apply something like planetary to a character, and their attacks aren't capable of destroying the planet even though they have that amount of energy within them, that's why. It's because of range and the surface area of their attacks. It's mostly contained to and around the target. And also consider this, the whale is capable of increasing its size, and in one of the translations it says whale that swallowed a star. Usually when you swallow something, it's smaller than you. So the whale can grow to the size of a star in order to consume it, potentially eating it in one bite. If we're going off the translation Stellavorous whale, then most likely it eats stars of all sizes, whether it's large, small. So star level and solar system level may even be the bare minimum for the whale. You could argue that the whale is just straight up solar system level plus, and that Skirk herself is that in multi-solar system level, and her master is just vastly more powerful than even that. This might be me taking things out of context, but this is an argument that you can have if you break down the translations just like I did. If you do any of the roundabout scaling that I did in my speed video, scaling Nervalette to Venti, scaling the Whale to the Valen, and Ajdahad to the Valen, you can get Animal Traveler up to these levels as well. But of course he gets stronger as the journey progresses. Here right now is the original chart of what I theorize he originally was. As you see at the end, you see large planet. He easily eclipsed that margin that I'm showing right now, and then here's the other chart that I made immediately afterwards, because I thought this was an insane highball, but it's most likely true based off of feats and statements about the whale. I'm not going to go too in-depth about it. It follows the same formatting as the previous chart in my previous video, Speed of Characters in Genshin Impact. Now, in my previous video, I talked about elements, which should buff the Traveler. If you really want to take into account elements, increase the exponent by 1 or 3. Its scientific notation is an equation. By increasing the exponent number, you increase the amount of zeros that are in the final product of the number once you get done with it. I think that's all that needs to be said about this statement, and I think I could just end the video right there. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day.